Hello, I'm your host, Giancarlo. This is my co host,
Gabe.
and you're watching Barely Football.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do.
Once again, I'm your host, Giancarlo. This is my co host, Gabriel, back at it again with another episode here on the Barely Football podcast. This is episode 8. Glad to have the collective back on this one because there's been 2 episodes that we were not together. Pause.
3.
And 3.
You did a 3-part video.
Well, that was part of an episode.
That was to the audience. That's 3 episodes, bro.
True. So, episode 7, part 1, 2, and 3. Gabriel was in Mexico. Thankfully, he got on a flight from
Yeah, they deported me back to America. I ain't gonna hold you.
Mexico City.
Yeah, we're trying to dox me, bro.
All right.
But yeah, I was in Mexico City.
Yeah, he was in Mexico City. He got back on a plane, came back here safe and sound. And
got
now
deported.
he is back here in New York, safe and sound. But we're talking about like pushing 3 weeks now, right?
Since I got back.
Yeah.
I got back basically May, so like 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks because we came. Viewers, remember I told you guys I was in Europe, so I was gone for about. Oh, I came back like about a month ago. What am I talking about?
Yeah, you came back a while ago.
Yeah, like
I got
pushing
back
a month and a half
recently,
ago.
yeah.
Now you came back like 2-3 weeks ago. I'm sorry. I came back and he left for Mexico like 2 days after. Anyway, back to the video and the point of this video. All right, so we're back. This is episode 8, and why are we here today in front of the camera for episode 8? I mean, we're gonna continue doing episodes, but there's something very particular why we're here today. A special request, actually, highly requested video. Shout out
2
to
weeks late, but it's okay.
2 weeks late. 2 weeks late.
Not like a week late. 2 weeks.
We're pushing 2 to 3 weeks because I saw, Cole Palmer for Chelsea. He did that video like he was in the gym and they asked him the same question like 2 weeks ago. So we're kind of late in this, but better late than never. You know how they say it. So shout out to his brother Nuno Javier, aka Javi. Whatever you want to call him. He is a loyal fan of Barely Football, and
Finally got the mics.
by the way, yeah, I was just gonna say we got the mics here. So big change here in the podcast. We finally got mics.
Yeah.
And they work perfectly. So that is a relief because people have complained about audio quality and we're trying our best. It's not, this is something, but for now we got mics. So no extra spatial like outside noise here. So good. But back to the point of this shout out to Javi for Javi in this video because this is a highly requested video from him and also from other people that we know in our
We're giving you free
life.
ASMR.
Imagine. So yeah, so special request, and the title of the video is 100 Man versus Gorilla. Yeah, you read that right. You heard that right. This is Barely Football's opinions about that specific trend that happened about like 2-3 weeks ago. We're late, but it's never late than never. All right. Late.
You mean it's better late than never?
Better late than never. I
Yeah.
have a problem with mismatching my words. I even said that. I like mixed up my words a lot.
Dyslexic.
I am. Pause now. Hey, lad, I'm not dyslexic. I could read pretty well. Sorry for the viewers that are dyslexic, but I respect people. I know people that are dyslexic, but I could read and I could read well. Doesn't mean you can
That was
speak
a
well.
joke because that's dyslexic. What? Maybe I am dyslexic. What?
Maybe.
I give up.
Anyway, probably you're acoustic. I ain't gonna hold you.
You call me acoustic,
Acoustic, bro.
bro?
I'm just playing.
If anybody's on a spectrum, it's you.
Yeah, that's crazy. Anyway, back to the video. So this is Barely Football's
I'm definitely on a spectrum.
view. This is Barely Football's views on the 100 Man versus Gorilla trend that happened 2-3 weeks ago. Like I said, we're late, but let's just do this video now and just bang this out right now. So, rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors for the view. Who starts first?
No, we're not doing it. Just go.
Do you want me to go?
Yeah, go.
Host starts first? All right.
Yeah.
100 Man versus Gorilla. Who would win in a fight? That's tough. Depends, though. You want me to go in too deep?
Go for it. I mean, just give me your thoughts and
All right.
we'll debate it.
If there was 100 men in
Wait, the first thing, do you think the 100 men can win? That's the first question.
against a gorilla,
Yeah.
that's what I was trying to say. If you want me to go in depth, because it depends on size. If
No,
if the 100 men are skinny,
no.
they're
Okay.
not gonna beat the gorilla.
I'm gonna be the one asking you the question. I'll
Uh-huh.
set the scenario, right?
All right.
So it's 100 men. You're part of this 100 men. You are the 100th man to fight this gorilla if need be, right? Okay, so imagine you're in this scenario. And around you are the average build of an American, which means, I don't know, I gotta look it up. Insert what the average stats of an American is here, but I think it's like 5'10" and like 190 pounds or something like that.
Repeat that question.
Now, with
No,
that,
repeat the question. No, just repeat the statement, bro. Because you got me like my brain was like loading and it just crashed. So
you're
like,
definitely acoustic.
like, bro, a million things were going through my brain. I'm like, what the heck am I listening to?
Okay, so
All right, so break it down, bro.
all right, so the average man with the average build,
Okay.
which is 5'10",
Okay.
we'll say 190 pounds.
All right,
You're
you're basically telling me, but okay,
sure.
I'm not 190 pounds, by the way.
Okay, all right. Nobody asked.
Just letting you know. I don't know if you were trying to say me, but anyway, keep going with your
No, I
theory.
was in the average build of the
The
average
average
American.
build. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Okay.
Keep going.
So now you are also in this 100 man. You are the 100th man to have to fight this gorilla, if need be. All right.
So you're telling me like
Listen,
the men.
Yes, there's 99 men of that build, and then
Okay.
you're the 100th man if need be. Okay.
Okay.
You're fighting Prime Harambe. So he's like, I think like
Dude,
he's like 6 foot, which is not that tall to be honest. That's
Nah,
like
bro.
that's a peak specimen gorilla. Because gorillas, there's this misconception that gorillas are like 7 foot tall. They're like 5'10" on average. Like
they're not that tall. I don't know why
Like
people
300-400
are so
pounds.
retarded when they see that. Like
no,
it's pretty like self-explanatory.
a
if
gorilla
you
is
see it
not
on
King
the
Kong.
picture,
All right,
bro.
King Kong is not a gorilla. Harambe was a big gorilla. He's a silverback gorilla, I think.
Prime Harambe, bro.
Prime Harambe. All right. So do you
Yeah.
think 100 average men could take on Prime Harambe?
I don't think so,
You think 100 men would?
dude. Prime Harambe, bro. They would. Prime Harambe can eat you up like that, bro. Like honestly,
You just Thanos snap till Thanos snap you?
like that, bro. Like
So you think
Like,
100
dude,
men,
190 pounds
average person, yeah. So keep
against
in mind,
Harambe.
so that is
For Harambe,
19,000
that's
pounds
nothing.
going up against 300 pounds. I think 400 pounds. I think it's how much Harambe weighed. I can look it up. Let me look it up.
That's nothing.
You think Harambe is?
That is nothing. For Harambe,
Let me look at some stats of Harambe. RIP my goat, by the way.
he died like 9 years ago, dude.
I know he was my childhood hero. He was 17 years old. He was from Cincinnati. My
He
goat.
died in 2016, right?
Yeah, May of 2016. All snaps. His anniversary.
9 years, bro. I remember when that happened, and the internet just went bonkers.
He was 450 pounds. It's a big boy.
450 dude. Compare that stat: 450-pound Harambe with an 190-pound human being, and it's a man.
Mhm.
Dude, what? This is not rocket science. Harambe will win in this fight. I can guarantee you.
I want to know his height, bro. This is not giving me information I need.
Dang, bro. My boy's on Wikipedia right now, bro. This ain't rocket science. Look at this dude. He's going into detail.
Okay, so you're fighting a 440-pound gorilla. He looks like,
I already
we'll
found the
say he
stat.
was 6 foot. You're
6 foot.
saying 19,000 pounds worth of men are not taking down that. No. 19.
Let's
19,000.
repeat.
Yeah, I
Let's
can't do
repeat
math.
this. 490-pound Harambe.
440.
440-pound Harambe versus 100 men that are 190 pounds. You have to make the math. 100 times 190 for the equivalent pound of
19,000.
each 19,000 pound man.
So 19,000 worth of men. Are you
All right, I didn't make this calculation correct. I think the men can win.
Nah, you gotta stick with it. You said the girls.
You made me think twice. There's no problem about thinking twice.
A silverback gorilla can lift on 17.
You can be wrong the first time if you don't make the right calculations. You could stay with the same answer, but you made the right calculations. I just didn't calculate.
They can estimated deadlift over a prime gorilla, silverback gorilla, can lift. Theoretically, it's never been proven, obviously, because we're not gonna slap a gorilla and tell them to deadlift. But it is estimated they can deadlift 2,000 pounds or bench press prime
bench press, bro.
bench press
Bench press. Bench press.
bench press. Yeah, bench press like 2,000 pounds at max. right? So like, all right. So now, so you think the gorilla will lose, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now the question is, how many men would it take to take down Harambe, prime Harambe?
On average.
No, just how many men would have to die, if any would
Out
have to die.
okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. Okay, out of 100 men, someone is gonna die.
So how many men do you think it would take to
I
take
will
down
think
Harambe?
10 men.
That's it.
No. That's not my final answer. Let me think. Let me
You must
cook.
have the fan art. What?
Let me cook. All right,
Okay.
let me cook.
Okay.
30.
30. Did
30.
you get that from the internet?
That's no.
Okay.
The brain.
The brain. Okay.
The brain, bro. Ain't no such thing as internet. This is pure Giancarlo tactics right here. 30
Tactics.
tactics. Yeah, this is football.
Okay.
Barely football.
30 men. Okay.
Barely football.
Now, are you so confident that you would put yourself as 31 to fight Harambe?
You want me? You want to include me in this?
Yeah. So you're so confident, 30,
Dude.
that you would be the 31st man lined up ready to fight Harambe.
I'm not 190 pounds, by the way.
Just nobody asked.
I know. Just this is important.
Okay.
I don't think so.
No. You're not confident.
I'm not confident enough to be the 31st men.
But you said only 30 have to die.
30 have to die, and you want me to survive?
Yeah.
I can't survive, bro.
No.
I'm 100% confident.
Okay.
All right.
So
you want the real weight? I'm about.
What-
I'm between
nobody's
the
asking.
200, 210s. I'm over
Nobody
200
asked.
pounds, bro.
Nobody
No one
asked.
asked. All right. No one asked. But that's a big difference.
Okay.
I got to let the weight out there.
Okay.
I'm not that fat, though. For
Okay.
people that are asking, oh, dude, you're fat. No, I'm not fat.
Nobody asked that. But okay.
Nobody asked, but I got to give them the calculations
You
correct.
gotta give them the stats. The
The
stat pack.
stats. The stats.
Okay.
If I beat Harambe with my current weight, I think I'm on 210 right now. I would possibly die. Yeah. I mean, there's
Well,
no
okay.
joke.
So what is a tactic? So let's say you're the commander of these 100 men, right?
All right. What about you?
No, we'll get
We'll
to me
get- we'll
eventually.
get- we'll get there
to
later,
me. We'll
yeah.
get to me.
Mhm.
What is your tactic?
My
What are you-
tactic.
Yeah, so you have 100 men at your disposal, ready.
Can I use a weapon?
No, you gotta use a bare fist.
Bare.
So you are the commander. You don't have to get involved. So what do you tell your men that are ready to follow your every order down to their last breath? What is your tactic as their commander? Insert an edit of you in a commander suit somehow.
Chat. This is tough. This is worse than solving a pi equation. This ain't no y equals mx plus b here. That's pretty easy though. But other than that, this is pretty hard.
What's the tactic?
The tactic is. All right. Really, with your strength, clench your fist like this and punch it through the spine of this Harambe, bro. That's the only thing I could just break his spine.
Okay, so your tactic is
To break the spine, bro.
So you're not telling him to rush him all at the same time. You're telling him just to punch him right
Just
at
to
their
punch,
spine.
rush and punch, bro. Rush and punch.
All 100. What's the tactic, bro? You gotta give me the tactic. Just the tactic is. To
I gotta
punch
tell
him.
I gotta tell my commanders to surprise him from the back. Pause.
Wait, you have commanders now?
Yes.
Okay,
Like
okay.
I'm gonna tell my men, like, yo, I can't speak. Go around Harambe.
Okay.
Don't go from the front because he will see you
Okay.
and he will attack you, just like Taken. I will find you
Okay.
and I will kill you.
Okay.
All right.
I will find you. And I will kill you.
So go around,
Mm-hmm.
distract him,
Okay.
and then just blow his spine out and just blow all of his organs out like this. You know, like fun sex, as hard as you can. Just let him bleed internally.
Okay. So it's death by 1,000 blows then.
Yeah, death by 1,000 blows. Like there's no other realistic
Wait. It's
chance
to take out
and
the gorilla.
ways to take out Harambe. Like
okay.
you will attack from the front. He will eat you first time, first serve, bro. He will kill you. He will
Okay.
kill my men. Like
Okay.
this. Boom.
Okay.
Because this dude is like 490 pounds, right? 440?
440. Prime Harambe is
Absolutely.
440.
No question.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my take.
All right.
We got Gabriel's taste. I can't speak today, guys. Gabriel's take on this. The co-host. Let's see what you got in store for us today.
Okay. So I've actually debated this with my employees very heavily.
Okay.
Heavily. Not heavenly. Heavily. Okay, I can't speak apparently. So, as the commander, as you know, I think a true commander should lead their forces at the front lines. So I will not be the first because I will just die, but I will be
That's no question.
the fifth person in line to take on Harambe.
No question.
And I would
about
give him an inspirational speech. You know what the speech would be?
it. What is it?
Do it for Harambe. Do it for Kobe. Do it for.
4 words? That's all?
No. Let me finish. The pause is needed. And then I would say,
How long is this speech? This ain't no Emancipation Proclamation here, buddy.
this speech will rival the Declaration of Independence.
I have a dream speech.
Whoa,
What is
whoa,
this
whoa,
dream
whoa,
speech?
Whoa.
Shout out to Martin Luther King, bro. Anyway,
I will not stay in the back of the bus.
shout out to Rosa Parks.
That's the speech.
Yeah, that's the speech.
That's the speech.
Do it for Harambe. Do it for Kobe.
And I will not stay in the back of the bus. And with those words,
That's boycotting. You want to boycott?
with those words, my men will know that they are fighting for the right cause. And I will have 4 commanders, each with a set of 25 people.
That's not a bad
And they will
tactic,
create-
actually.
A square around them. So they would attack. One will go for his left foot. One will go for his right foot.
Ooh, we're talking in depth now.
And then 2 people will attack his arms. And I, as the commander, will watch it all. And not do anything.
You know what that means, bro? He's weak.
Bro, you think I'm dumb to try to fire around
Bro.
barehanded?
You got to do something. You can't just
Once
sit
they
back
have
and watch.
successfully...
I could have done the same, but no, you got to be courageous on this, bro.
So you're
You got to
involved.
be 100% courageous.
So you're in the front lines.
I'm in the front line.
So
All
you're
the time.
punching...
I'm going to be with my guys.
Okay.
It's like me with the Mandem.
So-
I can't sit down and watch.
Listen.
Listen, the
I've been
Mandem is going to
watching-
watch this.
I've been watching Code Geass. If you guys didn't know what that is, it shows fire. Lelouch, the GOAT. Sometimes the most important person is the brains.
And you don't got the brains?
I got the brains. So I'm the commander.
Imagine you. Okay.
So if my men see me fall, it's over. Morale will be all time
all right,
low.
let's put this into. Let's make an
So
illustration.
listen, let me finish my.
All right,
take.
you want to finish? All right,
And once
I'll
my
say
men-
something.
Once my
Finish.
men
I
have
got my
taken
take on
down
this.
Harambe, and probably half of them died. I will stand over Harambe and declare victory. And that will
It's
be all.
not a bad tactic, but just think about this. Imagine, okay, we got to mend them. All right, imagine you go
And I will manipulate the media.
all right. So you're going, all right. You're gonna go to a fancy restaurant with the mandem. The mandem can consist of 5, 6, 7 people. All right. You're just gonna sit there, have a nice chat with the mandem, eat your dinner, and you're just gonna let them pay, and you're not gonna contribute. Same with
Yes.
Harambe. You're just gonna sit down, watch, not do jack. Let your mandem
Okay.
pay your food. You don't contribute.
Listen,
all.
listen,
You don't
listen,
contribute.
Listen.
And then in the fight, you're just gonna sit down, have a tequila, sit down like you're laying down on the beach. Meanwhile, you see your men getting attacked by Harambe.
So your plan is to go head first. So what happens if you just
I'm
go...
gonna be there with my guys.
So what if you're head
I'm
first?
gonna be there for the men.
And then Harambe takes you out first. Who's gonna lead your
I
men
take.
now? So who leads
You know
your
what?
men now?
I sacrifice for the squad, bro.
Okay, so who if they take
I
you
take a
out,
point for the squad.
who's gonna lead in your presence when you're gone?
We're not gonna reveal names here, but I know specifically one person.
And what if they get taken out next?
I
Who
got
leads
another
now?
one.
Hey, what if they get taken out next?
All right. All right. In our mandem, outside of the cameras, we have a pretty decent weight qualification. So I know one tall dude in our friend circle, and then we have the shortest dude. There you go. I just gave his connotation. All right. Shout out to my short king, bro. If you're watching this,
Big ups to all of our short kings out there,
big ups to all of our short kings.
Kevin
we
Hart
ha-
included.
We have our short king in one of the mandem. We have our short king, and he'll be the last in line. But we
Shout
have,
out Danny DeVito.
yes, sir. And then we have the big king. Not gonna give out the name, but viewers
Shout out
are,
Mark Henry.
those are just illustrations. But the big king will go first, and then the short king will go last. First time, first serve. You either fight Harambe or you die.
Oh, so like if they don't fight Harambe, that's it.
That is it. You gotta try. And first time, first serve.
See,
First-
my men will be so inspired by my speech that they will willingly fight Harambe.
I mean, that's up to you. I got my squad.
No, my
you got your
speech
tactic.
will inspire them.
Hey, I'll take it. You take.
What does this
you-
video
you-
become?
You take a W for the team. The video will be titled 100 Man versus Gorilla.
No, I'm talking about what this conversation has become.
A bit of tactics and how to be Harambe. All right, so you got your tactic, and I got my tactic. You got your men. You want to surround your men. I want to be there for my men. You just want to sit down and watch and see your men die.
No. See, Lelouch said it best. I forgot what he said.
Remember the restaurant illustration I gave you. You're going out with the mandem. You're not going to let them pay. You got to contribute.
Bro, that's you
You
every time. Got your 4K.
That's crazy, bro. I contribute with the dinner. I contribute. I may contribute late though, but I always give in the money. No matter what, I'll be there for my guys. You're just gonna sit down and chill. Unacceptable, bro. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
And that's why you would fail because what the battlefield needs its commanders.
I might be the goated commander. I might not be the experienced one, but I will try to get this out of the way.
Okay. So while you charge head first into Harambe and get taken out first.
I will sacrifice my life for my men.
Okay. I respect it. I respect it.
Hey, you gotta take a point for the team. You gotta take the
respect it. I
3 points for the
respect
team.
I respect it.
Anyway, so that is our views. That is our tactic. That is how my 100 Men versus Gorilla will take out Harambe. Harambe is Gorilla, obviously, and the host gave his opinions, and then we got the co-host Gabriel that gave his tactic and opinion about taking out Harambe.
Mm-hmm.
That is it for today's video. That was a pretty proper chat. I ain't gonna hold you
We learned your acoustic.
with my little acoustic brain under the spectrum.
It's
And
okay. I'm
you're
acoustic too.
elusive, you're unorthodox type of playing style. Compare this for football or any sport, trying to take out Harambe.
Listen, bro.
Very unorthodox.
I am the Hansi
Very.
Flick or Xabi Alonso of the 100 versus 1 Gorilla.
Okay, you're like Hansi Flick.
Listen.
You're
I don't play
you
on the
don't-
field, but
you-
I am the puppeteer behind the curtain.
true. And like Xabi Alonso will be coming in to Real Madrid and trying to find out who will take out Harambe because he lacks experience, just like me.
I would have said Vincent Company, but I mean,
That's not a question.
the jury's still out whether he's actually good for Bayern or not. But we'll see. We'll see
Perfect.
next season. Next season was this first year was him getting used to a big club, and next year will be a real season to prove if he's actually a good manager or not.
We'll see about that.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see about that. But anyway, that is our video. That is our take on the 100 Man versus Gorilla, aka Harambe, whatever you want to call it. Trend that went around 2-3 weeks ago. Came here late, but better late than never. And hopefully you find our takes amusing, annoying. Let us know in the comment section, or people outside tell us.
Let us know your opinion. Do you think
Our
the 100
opinions,
men
yeah.
will take on the 1 Gorilla?
Yeah, let us know your opinions down in the comment section and
Mhm.
in the Barely Football community. So, very much appreciated. Hope you liked this video. I'm your host, Giancarlo. This is my co-host.
Gabe.
We'll see you again for episode 9. Peace. See you in a
Adios.
bit. Adios.
We
Grr. Pow.